to that microphone for that podcaster voice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right up into the
My microphone is like 5 feet away.
Right up in the microphone, you say?
It's ASMR. It's all ASMR.
Lip smacking ASMR.
Let's just record the entire
Why are we
podcast
doing
in
this?
ASMR microphone.
That's how some people do record podcasts. They get up close to the mic for like no reason, and they don't have pop filters. It sounds really weird.
I should put my pop filter on, but I don't
who's
have it on.
Is this close enough for
That just sounded
microphone?
like somebody farted instead.
Is this close enough for ASMR podcasting? Is
Yeah,
this...
that sounds good. I'm just gonna hold my pop shield right in front. I'm not gonna attach it. I'm just gonna put it in front, and I'm gonna sit here holding it the entire time. Welcome to the SMW Central Podcast, episode 4, whatever we are right now. I think we're episode 4. I don't know how I'm having trouble with that, considering
We're
this
episode 4.
Quattro.
It is the 4th episode.
this was a good introduction that I've decided to just immediately jump into the podcast on. So who knows how much of that I'll cut out or not.
Probably all of it.
Please leave it in. For
Probably none of
the
it.
people's viewing pleasure.
Yeah. The music that you heard on the intro was from Donkey Kong Country. It's Treetop Rock, and it was ported by Maxodex.
Atmospheric.
So thank you for that. Yeah, it's basically perfect because he's using samples.
I finally installed an SPC player so I could hear the beautiful musics. And they
Yeah.
They sound pretty good.
I read the comments on it, and they said that Nameless should be made staff member of the month again for moderating that hell of a TXT file.
Oh god. Imagine having to sift through all that. I can't even envision what it would look like in text form.
Yeah.
Having done enough music to say I never want to do music again. Yeah.
Speaking of music, actually, no, there's no transition here. There's another voice on here. We've got another guest. It's another special guest. I don't know why I said speaking of music, but whatever.
72-hour SPC.
That's a little fast. I didn't even get to say who it was.
You'll find out later.
Oh, okay. It's a secret guest until about
A mystery guest.
about 10
That's the news.
10 seconds later.
There's an alien voice that you may or may not have heard.
Yeah. Who are you, mystery alien voice?
It is me.
It's actually Big Daddy Johnson.
In retrospect, we
in the
maybe should have
flash.
put, my phone vibrated.
You're
Dang nabbit.
Big Daddy Johnson on the podcast.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Do not
We've been here for
disturb.
about 2 minutes, and we're already losing track
Chaos
of everything.
reigns.
I thought you were about to say chaos control.
I'm sorry. It's because I'm here. I do this to every project I'm on.
That's
so.
true. We have Tyty with us
Tyty
today.
might be under the influence a little bit. I don't know.
Oh no, I wish.
No, we're all hyperactive lads here. It's a good time.
So yeah, Ty is with us because later on in the show we're going to be talking about some Let's Play stuff, and he and I have just finished up an LP. Ivy does LPs for the site, and Impetus has nothing to do with LPs, but she wanted to be in the podcast anyway.
That segment is my toilet break. That's what I'm doing during a segment.
Summarizes your thoughts on Let's Playing.
Mine too, actually.
But yeah, so that's what we've got coming up, as well as news and introductions and some gaming stuff later on. So with that, let's go right into that news stuff. So,
Speaking about music,
yeah, the 72-hour SPC finished up. It finished up, and the results were posted after this podcast went out, of course. What do you do?
Yes.
What are you going to do? But it went well. There were 7 entrants. Third place went to John Caruso, second went to Gloomy, and first went to Wakana. And Idol is apparently going to give Wakana a vigeo game, probably.
Yeah. We haven't heard any more news on the vigeo game, but I'm sure
I don't
she'll
know.
follow through.
Maybe she will. She'd better. There's a picture of it in
Yeah, there's
in
a
the
chat log.
results.
There's evidence.
Yeah. There is bad evidence, but there is evidence. So yeah, there were some decent entries that were on there, and yeah, I liked the one that came in first. This is a plug for us, but we have a podcast thread in general discussion now. I made it the other day. And you can go there if you've got ideas for episode topics that we can discuss or just feedback. We've gotten a little bit of feedback already. Mostly it's just a bunch of, I hate this and why are you all doing it?
Poopity Snoopity, thanks for submitting the rules suggestions. We'll go in-depth about all the rules of Discord and how they should be enforced. So look forward to that.
Yeah, because all the people that are breaking the rules on Discord, like those people that are joining Discord just to shitpost, they all listen to the podcast before they do that, you know? So it will really help them.
We gotta clarify our policies.
We should put it in the Discord rules that in order to get the invite, you have to listen to the latest episode of the podcast.
Oh my god, you're not...
Yeah, like a secret access code in each podcast.
You're not confirmed until you listen to a podcast.
Yeah, that's the new verification protocol.
The access code for this
is-
podcast is G275G7.
The more you know.
I didn't finish writing that down. Damn it.
Well, you'll have to get it in post.
Darn.
But anyway, so yeah, we've got a thread there. If you got feedback on how we're doing, stuff to consider, if you want to help Impetus buy a microphone because she has literally no money and maybe even literally negative money, you can help that. You can help there too. Maybe. We'll see.
I will...
I'll try. I mean, if I do make a GoFundMe, I will try not to spend all the money on Odyssey instead.
If you
I
pick
Try
out...
not to spend the money on food.
Yeah. If you pick out a mic that you will use, like if you have a product page, I will buy it. So I'm just saying that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we will work that out later.
Yeah. This does not need to be discussed here.
So, other things. Neuvern has joined the staff because he's a good boy.
What a good boy.
That's literally, I went to update staff status and I was like, what's the reason that we promoted him? And I looked through the thread, the discussion about why we were promoting him, and everybody was basically just like, he's a good boy. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I know
that's great.
especially.
Yeah,
That's great, but what does that mean?
we
good
have,
boy, we
we
want
have
mods.
affirmative action for Pokemon, so
Yeah.
hopeful. You've been
But
promoting
he's
a lot
not-
more. You've been promoting a lot more Pokemon lately.
Does that mean I have to rename myself to a Pokemon?
Christmas names.
I'm already settled,
yet.
so...
Not yet.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm currently a Pokemon trainer, so
I've been trying to get back to Tyty for years, and it just hasn't happened yet.
You have the ability now. You literally have the ability to change it. You just
Yeah,
don't.
but I'm not going to.
Yeah, I know. So Neuvern was promoted up to a forum team moderator, and he's going to just be on the forum team, helping out on the forums in general. He's not specifically in any section, or he's not a section moderator, let's say. So yeah, he's just going to be around the forums, helping maintain them.
He's with our boy Leog.
Yeah, and
yeah, pretty
actually
much
me and Gloomy now.
same job as Leo is currently doing,
Yeah.
and also obviously F0 and Lumia and all that as well.
Yeah, we've been promoted up to, or it's not really like a promotion because I'm still in PR, but it's just like an additional
Extra jobs.
duty. Yeah, that
So-
I
so
volunteered
you-
for.
So you actually have something to do.
Yeah, basically, I can look important now.
I knew you'd reach global moderator again one day. That's why it's in my
Yes.
signature.
Finally. Next, it's admin.
Oh no.
But I mean,
Yeah.
your official position is still former staff member, so
Yeah, no, that's the real position. So all that means is now certain staff members have like forums that they are specifically in charge of moderating. For me, it's general discussion. For Gloomy, I think it's graphics and related topics. And you'll see some others. Just when you look around the forums, you see the moderated by underneath the subforum header. And it just tells you who is in charge of that forum. So if you've got any specific problems with something going on in the forum or whatever, contact that specific moderator, and they will be able to help you out.
Yay.
yeah, pretty much.
You guys anything else to add on it?
Well, basically more than anything, it's kind of like a first line of defense. Obviously, there's a lot of moderators that moderate the sections, approving hacks and everything, but not all of them are there to check the forums, deal with users, like talk to users, or even just update cities and stuff. So the forum team just exists to make sure all of that happens smoothly. Which, if everyone was just a section moderator really moderating hacks and not checking the forums, wouldn't work out quite as well. Obviously, I'm not saying the section moderators don't check the stuff. Some of them do, but a lot of them have other things to do. So,
Yeah, so it's important to have specific moderators for specific forums because, yeah, the section moderators technically don't have, moderating the forum is not in their job description. So we need to expand the forum team.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's see.
It's also something that was planned a long time ago but didn't really get off the ground, so now it's finally happening.
Very good.
Yeah.
The next one on the list is for Ivy. What's the deal with the Pokemon tourney? How's the status of that going?
Who's the winner? Who's the loser?
Ivy.
Yeah, things are happening, and my connection wasn't the greatest there, but hopefully you guys can hear me adequately enough. We got a boy in the upper bracket, Teyla, a tearing face up there. Very, very, very powerful boys that I lost to twice in a row.
I hear Teyla is related to Tyty, but I don't know about that.
Unknown. Yeah, it's a mystery Avenger. We'll never know. For fear of mouse interference, I'm not going to click and research, but that's pretty much it. It's almost done, but the lower bracket's going to take a while to catch up, but, you know.
I mean, I know I banned you from, using the mice and typing, but that was mostly because you were doing it for an hour straight. You can use, 1 or 2 clicks to get to a page if you need to.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Don't enable me.
Don't abuse it.
I'm going in, pulling up a bracket. Just to remind
You're
myself.
on a 5 clicks limit. Any more over,
That's
you got to pay 25 cents to the Impetus microphone donation fund.
It's 4 clicks. Yeah. So, so it's me versus Gloomy on the next round. But until then, we still have Eevee and Noivern. We still have Teyla and Orphan, and that's it. Yep.
All right.
Still waiting. It's coming to a close, and everyone going to get custom trophies by yours truly. It's going to be a fun time.
It's going to be a nice trophy for me.
Yeah, for you.
So
yes.
I can have a trophy, right?
Do you have a participant trophy?
Yeah,
Did you
everyone gets a participant who was in the tour.
No,
which is not you.
You said everyone gets a trophy, so I assume I'm getting one, right?
It's implied.
Do you know how mad Idol would be?
Yeah.
Everyone who hears the podcast gets an unrelated trophy.
No, don't promise anything.
No, there's only 4 people.
Oh, God.
That's true. No
And
one
I'm
listens
one
to
of
this
them.
anyway.
Welcome to the Mario Maker contest.
Post in the comments of this podcast if you want a trophy.
Leave a comment.
God.
So that's good because it's been going on for a while,
Yep.
and I hadn't heard anything, but I also hadn't really looked too
taken
much.
a little-
I knew you guys had a battle.
A little longer than I would have expected, but it doesn't matter. It's not too much of a time constraint, so
Cool.
it'll happen. There's no hiccups.
And then the last thing we got on the site news is just a general... We're working on the mosts right now. We're trying to get all the categories solidified before, the time comes to actually post them. And we're just having discussions on that. So that's just a status update. They are coming. Some categories might be changing.
Are we going to talk about fun changes?
I'm not up enough on the actual
Yeah, I don't have
changes
a
to
list.
the mosts.
I don't know who is actually...
We're still deciding the changes.
That too.
There's a big thread on it. So.
All I know is I've been here for 10 years and I still haven't won one, so...
Nice. I've won maybe 1 or 2.
I know one of the biggest changes to this is that Best Way Hacker and Best Super Mario 64 Hacker have been removed, so there's only Best and Super Mario World Hacker now.
No, it wasn't. It's being combined into a Best Super Mario 64 / Yoshi's Island because both categories are really small these days.
Oh, has it? I thought it was just Best non-Super Mario World ROM Hacker now.
I think there's also that for other stuff.
Fascinating.
Yeah, as you can see, it's still
we're sitting here and we don't even know
being
how
changed pretty frequently.
We're making them up right now as we speak.
We don't have Hinalites on the show, so we can't get the clarity just yet.
Yeah.
Well, we thought we could go through a few categories that aren't going to be in the next most.
Yeah, there are a lot of categories that definitely are not going to be in. A bunch of rejected ones.
There were some very mean ones. that no one approved of anymore. So yeah.
Yeah.
Please no
But
bully.
Too late.
we thought it would be fun to just come up with a couple rejected most ideas here. These weren't ever in actual consideration, but, dumb jokes. Like, most likely to start a Dwellers of Discord cover band. If anybody gets that old
And
ass
it's
reference.
Discord spelled CHORD. Yeah.
Yeah. Old bees will know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
I don't.
What the hell are you talking
Yeah,
about?
not an old bee.
I know Dwellers of Discord.
Old staff members
There was
will know.
there was a
Okay.
comeback album last. There was a comeback
Actually-
album last C3, I'm sure. But it was
Was there? Yeah, I think there was.
it was kind of overshadowed by the Pizza Stream album.
Yeah.
Which, if you've read my review on it, is one of the most pieces of our time.
Louis
And
Pizza
well,
Stream.
Louis
Awesome.
Pizza Stream.
From the hip hop supergroup, the Pizza Stream.
What other rejected most ideas can you come up with on the spot?
Most likely
Any-
to guest on the SMW Central podcast.
Ah,
Also, most likely to listen to the SMW Central podcast.
Most likely to listen to the podcast. That's Hobbs right there. Except, well, he expressed interest, but he didn't actually listen to it. But he's there. He's close. And, I mean, that's the best effort anyone's going to have.
I mean, I listened to the song at the beginning long enough to comment nice.
Yeah, that too. So
you
we
don't
got some
even
fierce
have to listen to
competition.
any. You can literally pause the video at 0 minutes 0 seconds and type comments. So
I like the songs.
okay.
As biggest social justice warrior.
Yeah, that one obviously can't be included in the actual thing because
Because
implications.
Idol would win. Because Idol and Leod would win it. So that's not
Most
really a
likely to
contest
upload a ROM on purpose.
Most likely to upload a ROM on purpose is me, just because I'm
Lazy.
hosting is annoying.
Yeah.
Too used to Sonic hacking where they do that.
Most likely to actually like anime.
Oh God, no.
Most likely to actually like Sonic Forces.
Oh, hey, I win.
Oh, great.
There you go. You got your most trophy.
Yay!
What's the name of your OC?
I don't know. I made a neon green bird with a blue beak.
Fantastic.
You mean that's like already a Sonic character, isn't it?
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
know.
no.
He had a normal orange beak.
And it was more of
Oh,
a
okay.
forest green than a neon green. Like I'm talking FP0 name color green.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Pretty
Can you think of any most Ty?
Not really.
Cool.
I was surprised even I
Well-
could, so yeah.
Most likely to be unable to come up with any most categories.
Perfect.
That's
There we go.
very self-fulfilling, yep.
Yeah, that works.
Alternatively, most likely to own a Love Live figurine.
Ah. It's nameless.
That's basically the same as the anime one, but sure.
I say as I glance over to the Nozomi on my desk.
Most likely to do a 105 reveal.
most likely to make another Super Mario World.
Most likely to have uploaded a barely changed 105 as a demo to the site.
Have you done that before, FP?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, just making sure. You've been here long enough, you might have.
Yeah, no. At least not on the site like in its current iteration. 2006 might have been a different story. I can't remember.
Most likely to use Tile 1FO.
Oh boy. That goes to FT.
Good old 1F0.
Most likely to come in 48th place in the BLDC contest.
Well, there's all sorts of categories that you can come up with for dumb jokes and stuff like that.
Anything
But-
I come up with is probably going to be in the rejected group, so...
Most likely to still dab in 2018.
Oh my.
Cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, most are on the way, but we will have to figure out all the categories first before we, actually post anything.
Just a review of our brainstorming process.
Yeah. So let's get out of the site news because we've been in here a while now, and we're gonna have Ty do a little introduction because he's,
at long last,
he's the rotating
So-
guest this
Okay.
week.
Hang on.
Yeah.
In the world of the podcast, there are different rooms for each of the segments. So we've moved from the site news room to the introduction room, or like a moving podcasting desk.
We have a dedicated room just for introductions.
Well, as I said, it's a rotating seat. He's literally in a seat that rotates, and we just throw him around into different rooms now.
I'm actually like spinning, but not all the way because it would pull my headphone cord out.
So do we
Yeah.
have like all of the guests on the seat, and it just swivels around to whichever guest we want?
Yeah.
Or...
like
Alright.
those pens,
That's
those
cool.
multicolored pens.
that one gif, the Mythbusters dude who was strapped on some freaking fire extinguishers to an office chair and swiveled himself to like 60 RPM, except a lot faster than that
gosh.
because that's very slow.
All right.
Do not try
I guess
this at home.
I guess Ty might introduce himself, and I better see if I can go more than 5 minutes without derailing the podcast.
Yeah, yes, let's do that.
All right.
So, yeah.
So
Go ahead.
okay, I am Tyty, a.k.a. Teyla, on the site. I run the Twitter account, which it's been going okay.
She used to be
I missed
Idol's
the-
job, and then
Yeah, Idol was like, I don't want to do this anymore, and then
She gave it to me, and then I was like, well, I don't
No
want to do it
thanks.
either.
and then you asked me, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
I'll do it.
I missed the 72-hour SPC because it literally started and ended both while I was at work, and I didn't really have the ability to tweet about it, but otherwise, I've been doing okay with that so far. It's fun. I need to come up with more shit posts, but otherwise, yeah, I'm fine. I like looking at all the content on the site to try and figure out what to tweet, because I want stuff that isn't too big, but isn't, too small either, So, yeah.
Not too big, not too small.
Yeah, the sprite remoderation has been a great source of material for you because you got all the GIFs you can.
Oh,
use.
so many wonderful gifts.
Yeah. It's pretty easy because you just can put out like one GIF of one sprite. Like the Yoshi's Island platform went out yesterday or day before, and yeah,
Something like that.
it's perfect content for that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we know what you're doing on the site currently, but how did you even get started with all this? What got you into hacking? Any idea?
I barely remember. I know I was at ACMLM's board 2. Incarnation, was it Incarnation 2? No,
You were there before me.
Yeah, and my first post there was a request for a custom block. So I know I was Mario World hacking before I got there, and I was there before SMWC. This was, early 2007, I want to say.
That would have been
And-
Incarnation 3, though.
Yeah, i3, but board 2 is what it was called. Because
Okay.
it was a separate software base.
All right, I'll believe you there.
It's stupid. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, cool.
It was ACML Awards 2.0, which is why it was board 2. Anyways, I don't remember what got me into hacking besides, the usual playing ROMs on an emulator, bumping into a hack, and then I think I downloaded Lunar Magic. It was like, yo, I can make Mario levels.
This is sick, bro. I know that.
And
feel.
I distinctly remember my very first level. I don't have it saved, but it was very bad. In true to Tyty form, it involved tangled pipes and charge and chucks. Specifically, there's a point in the level where you go down this big hill, and then a kicking Koopa kicks a shell at a block, and a charging chuck pops out, and it almost always would kill you if you were small. And that's all I remember about my first level. So, yeah.
Pausing for effect.
Oh, okay.
No.
Rest in
The
peace. I thought we were actually pausing.
no, there is no
Okay,
pause.
Yeah.
It just suddenly nobody said anything, and it's
Yep.
like, oh shit.
Impetus
No,
has
so-
malware reduction going on. Rev up those fans.
Yeah.
It's about to get heaty in here.
If that wasn't posted out, that's malware that I started running, and my computer just instantly freaked out and started wearing a jet
Yeah.
engine.
I was trying to quietly talk about
Supersonic.
it to her in our chat and be like, "What's that noise? I can hear it."
I mean, if my mic wasn't bad enough, now you have this as well.
That's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Sorry to interrupt, Ty.
No. I was done my sentences there.
Great.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that was you on ACMLM's board trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
What's kept you around like this whole time? I guess what like you came to the site and what's kept you here?
Every now and then I would just come back because Mario hacking would hook me again, and like I don't know. This time I like came back and I was like, I'm sticking around now. I don't really know why, but I am.
I guess it's
great.
like the people feel good.
It's a
right
good
now.
resolve.
Yeah, because like a couple times I've been around and it's been like there's always these looming clouds of negativity, but that's not like here anymore. If that makes sense.
It seems like a happy and fun place these days.
The other times I came back around, quote unquote, were right after. Usually I'll show up, ask for some help on a VLDC level, and then vanish again. But I remember coming back right after SMWCP came out, and in the middle of SMWCP2's development. And I was like submitting graphics and stuff, trying to help out because I hated SMWCP and I wanted the sequel to be good.
The sequel sure is good, but non-existent.
But there's these like there was always this like looming pressure, almost back then, and it's not there anymore. And I don't really know what the difference is, like how that is, but it's just how I feel about it.
I think I understand what you mean by it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just kind of. Things feel like, I mean, I left too, obviously, for a while, and I only kind of just kept browsing the site offhand, just because it's like, oh, this is part of history, for me at least. But, yeah, no, I understand what you mean by it feels better, it feels different. Something about it just makes me want to be a part of the site again, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which is why we're here today, doing
Right, yeah.
podcasts and making dumb tweets.
I don't think anyone knows, but I did actually leave for like a month. Or I think it was more like nearly a year even.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone really remembers that I left because I wasn't really that important at the time. I was just Impetus of forum games, not Impetus of forum team. I hadn't evolved.
I was Happy Piranha Plant at one point.
That's adorable.
That was before Nightfall, though.
Nightfall is real. Probably 10 years later.
No, it isn't, actually.
I was probably actually Latukas of forum games because I think that was before I changed my name to Impetus.
Yeah.
I think when I rejoined the site, I changed my username Impetus. And obviously, changing my username to something more staff-sounding is the reason why I got staff. Because nobody would make Latuka staff, but Impetus is just a staff name.
Sure. We'll go with that.
It's like I'm browsing through my post history right now, and it's like every year or so I would pop back in.
Hey guys,
I mean, I've been stuck in I've
like
only made
Tokiko with the
100
birthday
posts.
threads.
Only made 100 posts in the last 5 years, so
Yeah, I made before I came back, I had made about 500 posts total.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shrug.
Yeah, whatever.
I only have 240 posts, so you know, the ground's the limit.
And that's some advice to everybody out there. You don't need to have a high post count to be staff. You just have to be a good quality user and have something to contribute to the team.
Yeah.
Dude,
Or nepotism.
When Coops
Well, no,
saw
there's-
my nepotism.
There's some staff who literally, as far as I'm aware, don't check the forums or posts besides removal logs.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But if that's their position, then
but they
that's how it
literally
goes.
don't even read it anymore, and it's yeah, but they're still doing their job, so
Yeah.
no problem.
And Discord is also nice. You can hang out on Discord without being
Oh,
on
yeah.
forums.
And it's way easier to shitpost on Discord, so
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, just sorry for the clickety clack, but I have to do this. I missed.
Are you gonna
it
drop a
earlier
meat
today.
man?
Oh, I'm gonna drop a meat man.
I know exactly what he's doing.
There
Meat
we
man.
go.
Yep.
Good old meat man.
I'm gonna respond to that with
me.
a
With the
same.
blue boy?
No, with
Aw.
a same. Anyway, I should have done a blue boy, but whatever.
No. And I'm gonna react with a crust because that's important.
So
Just
what
the
other
intro.
like just other hobbies and things do you do?
I used to have hobbies.
And then you entered into dairy hell.
Then I took an arrow to the
I
knee.
hate my job. I hate my job. No, I draw. I do pixel art. Play video games. Sleep. That's about it.
We got like 3 people in here who do pixel art. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just noticed the dynamic between Impetus's avatar and Teyla's avatar. We got Solira like screaming, and then we got whomever that is just staring very concernedly.
A very grumpy Nozomi.
I see.
Yeah, you and Fusera are being judged.
Yep.
Well, it's like when Dan was in here for the first couple podcasts, his was just like this like really surprised looking girl, and I was just like, everything that we said is just a response. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Nani?
Yeah, basically. All right, well, I think that'll do it for Ty's introduction.
Good on you, Teyla.
Yeah.
Oh, it's time for my toilet break now.
What'd you say?
It's time for my toilet break now.
No,
because we were going to talk about...
We have to talk about them video games.
You gotta
Just a
hold
little
it in.
bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Well,
Yeah.
I haven't played Odyssey.
Yeah, we're not going to actually talk about Odyssey other than the fact that, like, I played it.
It's a
It's
good
real good.
game.
I finished it.
I
finished it today.
I like it, but
Send
I
up a
haven't.
GoFundMe to buy me Odyssey as well, and I'll talk about it next segment.
I didn't commit myself to it like I did Sonic Forces because I beat Sonic Forces in one sitting.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have a bigger history with Sonic.
I want to play Sonic Forces as
Not
well.
really.
It seems pretty fun.
It's more that Sonic Forces is like, I don't know, 4 hours long.
That's also true. I don't know what my... let me see what my playtime on Odyssey says. Open up
I
my
don't even
Switch.
own Odyssey yet. Rest in peace.
Plus button. No, it's under my user profile. That's right.
Oh, you even have the
45
volume up.
hours or more, apparently.
Or more. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Not as much as Pixel Lines DX, though. I've played that for 55 hours.
Let me check.
I wonder how much
Anyway.
Mario Kart time I have.
I have 0 because I don't have it on Switch.
That's,
Oh my.
that's the capture button.
I have it on Wii U, and I don't play Mario Kart that much in general, so I was like, I don't think I really need it, because I had the DLCs on the Wii U, and just don't play it very much, so it was like, do I spend $60 on Mario Kart 8.5?
8.5.
Or do I spend it on Splatoon next month? And so I spent it on Splatoon.
All it tells me is I played Mario Odyssey 4 days ago.
I honestly think the Wii U version is probably better because double items seem like they would imbalance the game a lot if you're like usually good at just
It
being
doesn't,
plus.
though?
Not really, because Blue Shells still. I think they made the Super Horn a bit rarer, so Blue Shells they'll get you.
I can't speak to it, obviously, but people say
I
it's really,
meant more
really
like
good.
it's hard to stay in first place if you're actually good at racing, so it becomes more random.
I only have 30 hours of Mario
It's
Kart.
like-
It's pretty sad.
Mario Kart already has a lot of rubber banding for a racer, so it seems like a sort of a make
Yeah.
it even more rubber bandy.
But the thing is, we had double items in, or at least the ability to hold 2 in past Mario Kart games. It didn't really change much, so.
This time you
Double
can't
Dash
hold
had
one.
double items.
No, you can't hold one defensively. Never mind. It's always been allowed.
Yeah. But
I've only played MK Deluxe for an hour, apparently. I know
Wow.
that's wrong. For sure.
Yeah, I got 100% of the games, so it's.
Well, no, because I've played more than an hour just on multiplayer alone, so that's wrong.
I don't know how
Were you
it
in
handles the
the
play
gaming
times.
month?
I did not.
No, there were like
I
only
was at work.
5 people there.
Like
or
I
something.
always am. I would have played, but I just wasn't there.
Shep face gun.
The all-encompassing work schedule.
Screaming Mario gun. Let's be real here.
Nah, it's too bad we can't put GIFs in Discord, because Shepicide would be the one to use.
No, Shepicide would be the one I'd use every single day. Meat Man gun. There we go.
Oh, no.
Around me a familiar face. Let's not get copyright stricken. My singing's too good.
Yeah, you better stop that right now, mister.
Yep.
Other than that, I've been playing some League of Legends for not the first time, but I'm only getting started with it, playing with Ty and some other friends of ours.
Oh shit, you're playing League of Legends.
Oh no.
On the
It's
American
free.
server, which I can't.
Yeah.
It's free.
I have an account on the Australian server, but that doesn't help at all.
Nope, not at all.
That sounds like fear-inducing. Enjoy your 2-second
Yeah.
ping.
Although,
yeah, no,
I mean,
it
if they
sucks.
had free server switching where you kept all your heroes, I would join. But I'm not too willing to drop me money to change my account every single time I want to play the game on a different server.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm just stuck.
Is my first win up? My first win is probably up.
I don't get first win of the day because I'm not level 15. And they
What?
just changed the whole Blue Essence, the IP and Blue Essence system.
I played regular Dota, but that was
Yeah,
that.
I started playing again a little bit because I used to play like when I
Warcraft
was in my
3 was a
teenage
good
years.
game and a good engine.
Oh, I
Yeah.
miss Warcraft 3 so much you have no idea.
I should replay that game.
I've
It's very
never played
fun.
Warcraft 3.
I mean, either.
I miss StarCraft Brood War use map settings. StarCraft 2 just isn't the same, and I don't know why.
And now StarCraft 1 isn't the same either.
Oh no, it's not either. Everything
they-
sucks.
they
Blizzard
went in and
ruins
balanced it.
everything. I can't believe it.
Apparently
No,
not
I can't.
Overwatch, though.
It's Blizzard. Oh no, the Overwatch. It's always been a balanced mess since day one.
This is true. Overwatch is badly balanced.
Yeah, but at least they're lucrative.
Blizzard game
But
is
At
badly
least it's
balanced.
better than Team Fortress 2.
I
So there
appreciate
is
the
one
culture
game that-
behind Team Fortress 2,
Okay.
so...
There is one game that Blizzard has gotten right, which is Heroes of the Storm. Like,
Debatable.
I've heard decent things about that game.
Yeah,
that's
but
the only game that I played where they've gotten like the balance right and they've made like each role as fun to play.
yeah, but the problem is, quick play doesn't let you do the whole pick order thing. And if someone is Tracer and you don't have anything to deal with Tracer, you're screwed.
That's why you don't play quick play. You play unranked draft pick. Just
I don't
never,
own enough
just never play
characters.
quick play. Just only play.
Sounds
no,
fancy.
no, I'm not high enough level. Is the thing, yeah, because there's levels in that too.
Okay, I admit that some of the level requirements in Heroes of the Storm are kind of bullshit. Like how you have to get a hero to level 5 before you can use them in ranked,
Mhm.
and how you have to level up your hero to unlock the talents. That's dumb, and I don't know why I haven't changed that. But like in terms of like hero balance, once you do have like a foothold in the game, is all pretty good. And unranked draft is a really fun mode to play, and like just well balanced all around. So
Heroes of the Storm also had Hanamura.
we don't talk about Hanamura.
Let's just play ARAM instead.
The Volskaya Industries map is really fun. So there's that.
I'll have to try when that one's on rotation then.
Ty, let's talk about my first PvP game.
Yeah, you played against a Riot employee.
In my very first PvP game, it was ARAM. So that was fun.
That's my
We
second
lost.
time
But
since season 3 seeing a Riot employee. So
yeah,
How
That was
many
fun.
are there?
There's a fair
Lots.
bit, I would imagine.
Yeah, a couple thousand. Maybe not that many, but hundreds.
But yeah, that was fun. I'm not that good at the game, but I'm getting a pretty good grasp on how to do combos and stuff like that with the characters that can do them, and just generally how to handle situations.
You know,
It's fun.
I could migrate my account to the US just to play, because it's not like I have any friends
No, 200
in year
don't.
playing League of Legends with
200
me.
ping. 200 ping is the most atrocious thing
Primal
I've ever had
fear.
to live through.
No, my ping wouldn't actually be that bad though, because I have like decent internet over here.
Well,
Just make a second account.
I don't know, man. I've seen.
oh no.
Well, but then I have none of my heroes, and I want to die.
That's true.
Like grind heroes in League of Legends is not something I want to do again. I did enough of that as a teenager. I've got my
sucks.
collection. I'm keeping it.
Yeah, that's fair. Anybody else? Any other game stuff, or should we move on?
I've been playing the hell out of Stardew Valley on the Switch. It's the only game I can play that doesn't.
The adding multiplayer's out soon. I'm probably gonna replay it once it's got multiplayer with some friends.
Well, I'm just sinking time in it because it's the only game I can play right now that doesn't stress me out.
Nice.
I can just like play it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm farming. That's good. I can't
You're
do
saying-
that. I can't.
You're saying League of Legends is a stress relieving game? I don't believe
Oh
you.
my god. No, like I can't handle Harvest Moon the same way I can Stardew Valley. I like try to min-max Harvest Moon, but I don't in Stardew Valley, and I don't know what the difference is. I don't know. But I get kind of stressed about making sure I make the most money in Harvest Moon, that I've done everything by the end of the first year, and it sucks all the fun out of it. So
Yikes.
yeah,
I can hear Impetus's PC continuing to go. It sounds like freaking a train.
What's doing it this time?
It just sounds like a train whistle going off.
Post-process for setting synchronization.
What is your CPU usage at right now?
Oh, this is my disk usage.
What the fuck?
But what's your
What
CPU?
is happening?
This is disk usage. This is system and host process for setting synchronization. Whatever that is. Thanks, Windows.
Every
Thanks,
time,
Microsoft.
every time Discord grabs your mic, I also hear the whir of the jet engine that you have behind
I'm
you.
sorry.
If
If you want to fix this problem, go to gofundme.com/whatever the thing is. Link in the description.
I have closed loop liquid cooling, so I'm all good here.
I'm at CPU usage of 9% or less.
I don't even know, and I can't tell because if I use my
Mine
mechanical
is
keyboard, then I'll
17.
die. So
And most of it is post process for setting synchronization. Whatever the heck that is. Oh, it's
don't
done now. It's
what
over.
I do have is a visual
Just say-
gauge of my CPU temperature, and right now it is colored a beautiful cyan, which indicates it's at like 21 degrees Celsius. So
come here, Core Temp. Let's see what's going on my computer.
And here's
there
the
you go.
unscripted computer chat
Yeah,
part of
okay.
the podcast.
now we're talking.
I'm sitting at a balmy 40 degrees Celsius average.
What is mine doing right now? I have no idea because I'm not running a temperature gauge.
Mine's like gotta be.
Me either.
It's quite effective cooling because it's like 72 in the room, and then so obviously can't be that much
It's
hotter.
probably okay though.
Yeah.
I'm using a non-CPU fan on my CPU right now because mine stopped
heck?
working.
What, you have like
Like,
a
I'm
case
using-
fan? Just
One of the case fans that's the same size, 22 cm. I don't remember the size of the
20
fan.
centimeters?
No. I don't remember the size of the fan.
20
I
centimeters.
was like, well, that's
is
a very
like-
fat radiator.
that's a big boy. No, they do make those size. I have one that big on the back of my computer.
Where do you put the
But-
RAM if it's enveloped by like other metal objects?
Look, the RAM is very cool with a
my-
fan
my-
like that.
My case has had extra fans for the hard drive slots, so I'm not using all the hard drive slots. So I took the fan off that one and put it on the CPU because my fan
Oh
on
my.
on like the heatsink. And
Connect your fan
not,
with a SATA cable.
Well, it's still a fan. So, it's just
Well, I'd
it's
hope
not
so.
it's not variable speed like a CPU fan is.
Mm.
So it's just going at one speed at all times, and it's kind of loud.
I can imagine
But
that.
I moved my microphone away so it doesn't pick up on it.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Yeah, that'll last until I can order a new fan.
I mean, my microphone is as far away from my computer as it can possibly be without being like completely inaudible.
Yeah. I mean,
That's-
that's fair, but it was just funny because
And,
it's like
and,
a
and my
jet engine
microphone is
going
hardly
off.
audible to begin with. So,
Yeah. We'll get it fixed at some point.
alas, GoFundMe.com/ link in the description.
There's probably not going to be one in the
No,
description.
don't trust. I don't
Don't
trust like
anything.
Dude, I'm sticking my hand
Next-
inside this little
Next to
partition.
tell people that I don't need a code to get authorized in Discord anymore. On the podcast.
I feel like this is
The-
like a lewd gesture. But I put my hand in between this little front part of the computer and like the part where the fan intake is, so it like aesthetically like it looks like a solid white block. But like I put my hand in here and I can feel the air being sucked around me into the intake, so it's like nice and cool.
Just as long as it's only your hand you're
Yeah,
putting in
it
there.
feels nice though.
All right.
That's enough
well,
of that.
Let's move on. I don't know if we can really call this the main segment because it's like
It's gonna be a little bit smallish, I imagine.
it's not really a main segment at this point. 45 minutes in.
It's actually Impetus's toilet break, so
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, for whatever reason, we decided we wanted to talk about Let's Plays today because Ty and I do them,
Was it-
Ivy does them, and Impetus doesn't do them.
yeah, there
alas.
was like a suggestion from FTA, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
FTO
This is my contribution, is pointing out that FT suggested this.
Yeah,
Shout
you
out
did
to
so in the
FT
podcast
for
thread.
suggesting that.
Yeah, making good use of that.
In doing a segment. I'm
Little
going to
feedback
do it.
bin.
So yeah, Impetus, if you really do want to get up for this because you don't have much to say, you can do that if you want. Or you can
I
hang
actually
around.
do need the toilet right
Can
now.
be excused.
So it's pretty convenient.
Perfect.
You may leave the table.
timing.
But I'll probably interrupt you in the middle of like a long monologue in a bit when I get back. So look forward to that.
So how about that PewDiePie?
Nah, we ain't here to talk about him.
No.
No, we're here to talk. I'm just thinking about like
I'm gonna open the conversation. Burn down the sandcastle. There, my piece is done.
oh boy,
I don't even
that's
know what
very
that means.
political. That's very political. And just how many more places are you going to sneak a burn down the sandcastle into? You already put it in one portrait. Sorry,
I'm gonna
in jokes, in jokes.
Burn
I'm gonna
down
fit
for
it
what?
into my. Don't worry, I'm gonna fit it into my CLDC entry as well.
Great. Do it
Just
in
have
coins.
a sandcastle
Instead-
on fire.
I'm
Instead
afraid I'm
of
not
you
moving
are a
flags.
super player. Just-
You know who is a sandcastle? Idol put sandcastles in her levels, so
burn down idle sandcastles. No,
No.
this is a reference to the LP sandcastle thread on SA.
oh,
It
yeah.
used to be real bad.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
if-
there
if
used
you
to be
want-
a KF phrase to just burn down the sandcastle.
Just delete the thread.
Because it was supposed to be, ask for opinions on it's supposed to be kind of vaguely general LP discussion, but most people use it to say, is my video image look good?
Before
And
we go
then-
too far, SA meaning something awful, kind of
Yeah.
the place where Let's Plays sort of originated.
Yeah, I
so
made one post.
we're still there. The three of us are actually all on SA.
Yeah, I'm a
post
new-
in the LP
I'm a
forum.
new fact
Goon
there. So.
Squad.
Yeah,
I have
So
an
that's what
account
we're talking
reg
about.
date 2015, so
I've
I'm
got
a
an
fan.
08.
Mine's 2012. Anyways, what eventually started happening is if someone wanted to do an LP of a game that had already been LP'd before, they'd post on the Sandcastle saying, "Hey, does my image quality okay?" And someone's like, "Oh, you're doing an LP of that game? Someone else did that. What are you bringing to the table?" I hate the
Yeah.
phrase, "What are you bringing to the table?"
Yeah, it was there were some really kind of crappy like ideals going on through there. It was like, oh well, you can't just LP a game because you want to LP the game and have fun doing that. You have to put a new angle on an old LP or something like that. And I can understand that to some extent because yeah, maybe you want to see the same game done but with somebody else doing something different or whatever.
I think
But-
the LP Sandcastle not only got burned down, but also got exploded at some point. We're on the third one since that
Right.
whole thing happened.
But yeah, so these days it's a lot more chill in the LP sub forum
yeah, I made
because I remember.
one post
go
in the Sandcastle, and they were like, "Your video quality is good," and I'm like, "Thanks," and that was that.
I haven't made a Sandcastle post in a couple of years now
It's for my Isaac
because
plays.
you don't have to put them in there.
No, but it's a good
it's
idea.
just it's a good idea, especially if you're starting out. But I'm not starting out any longer, so I just kind of I know how to handle a thread and video quality and stuff like that. So
I've done enough tests on YouTube. I know how to encode a video and handle editing audio. So I've never posted in there.
To be fair, it's more these days. I would say the Sandcastle's more is not as useful, just because video encoding and software and stuff like that, recording and everything is really streamlined.
It's so straightforward. You can just open up OBS and be like, yeah.
most of the stuff that's inside the Sandcastle these days would be screenshot test posts and stuff like that, because image sizes and stuff like that.
Actual discussion about Let's Play itself happens there again.
Yeah.
Finally, after many years, though it's still mostly just test posts.
Yeah. But so I do all my stuff on YouTube. So people don't actually have to follow on SA to see my things if they subscribe to me, because it's just all goes up on YouTube these days. It's not like in the old days where a lot of the stuff used to go on to Vidler and Vimeo before they started banning games, or Blip.tv, because for a while YouTube was considered the worst, because it had the timer limit, and 480p was as big as the videos got for a long time.
You needed 1,000 subscribers, and you'd go from you get over 11 minutes, and then they gave everyone a hard 15-minute limit.
Yeah,
and the people who had infinite minutes were mad about that.
Yikes!
Mm-hmm. And then they removed the limit. No, that's not true. They haven't removed the limit.
The limit
it's just
is
that
still
it's
there.
very easy to get it removed.
Yeah, it's extremely easy. You just need auto-confirmed email, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And the limit comes back if you get enough strikes.
If you're a bad boy.
Yeah, don't be a bad boy. Be a good boy.
Don't abuse tags or something, thinking you're doing search engine optimization.
It's me, the Impetus Gamer 1337, and I'm Let's Playing Super Mario World Central Podcast Episode 4. It's the 4th in Super Mario World Central Podcast series. It's got 6 on Metacritic. I'm going to be Let's Playing this today.
6 on Metacritic.
Hey, we're better than Sonic Forces.
Yes.
Hey! Perfect. I'm very happy about that.
I also do my stuff on YouTube. I very rarely put things on there besides just actual LP stuff. Usually it's just random clips of video games I'm test recording for some reason.
Yeah, for the when I say Tyty does LP stuff, he's mostly doing guesting on the things that I do, or some other stuff with other people.
I'm the ultimate guest star.
Yes.
I'm on the last episode of everything.
There's a running joke, because it's also true, and we make it true, that Tyty has to be in the last episode of every LP.
And there you have it.
Oh, so wait. No, this means it's going to be the last episode of the SMWC Central Podcast.
Oh, no.
No, he can be in the middle, too.
I have to be on the last one. That's the key.
But being on the last one doesn't imply that it is the last one.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Okay, we're safe for now.
Yeah. He was in the middle of... He was in, over half of the videos for my Metroid Prime 2 LP.
Because I like Prime 2, and I'm one of the few people who does.
Yeah. And he was there for the entirety of the VLDC 9 LP that I did.
Oh, yes.
Shameless plug, I did a VLDC 9 LP. If you submitted a level to VLDC 9 and would like to see what we thought of your level, you can check out my YouTube channel. Just look for FP0 on YouTube.
Depending how salty I was, I might have ripped it apart. Because I kind of did that to a couple levels.
Tyty got mad at more than a few of them.
I got mad at half of VLDC 9, let's be clear
What was your opinion on Subterranean Glow?
Your level? Basically, we thought it looked really cool, but it felt like it looked like its looks were kind of disguising the fact that a lot of it was not that... The design itself wasn't that engaging, especially once the auto scroll kicked in. It was just kind of... We kind of just felt like the looks were hiding some design flaws. But it was very impressive to look at.
That's weird, because I've heard a lot of people say the opposite thing. But,
I don't know. I just...
The looks were, too gimmicky, but the design was more solid. And, the design was solid enough to make the looks okay. And, the looks kind of ruined... the gimmick ruined the level, but the design was okay. In a sense.
I mean, the gimmick wasn't... There wasn't that much of a... it's a visual gimmick, but it's not like... The P-switches would change the way that the level looked, but it would just, cycle the palette animation faster. It wouldn't actually, it wasn't something like Flash Black or something else where you have like yeah, that was not a good one. It's not anything like you hit a switch and the level appears. Like the level, you could always tell where the level was for the most part. It's just that the P-switch seemed to speed up the palette cycle, so it would.
It's interesting because like Neumann had all the control over the graphics, and I had to deal with the game level design.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
so what you're saying is that my part of the level is bad, which is bad.
It's not bad.
But no, I just find it interesting because I get so many mixed opinions about that level from like people that have like so many different ideas about it that it gets kind of confusing to me because I have no idea.
I'm not gonna lie, I also kind of said that myself because I'm really sick of the neon level gimmick. So
no, I don't think it was bad or anything. I felt like maybe we built it up in our heads that it's like, oh, this is the first place. You know, it's going to be amazing or something like that. And it kind of it felt like I enjoyed one of the ones in the top 3 a lot more. I don't know.
I would have preferred Interplanetary in the first place. So
that's what we thought too.
Yeah.
I'm rather confused myself.
Yeah.
But
at the same time,
I just find it interesting hearing how many different sort of takes on level everyone has because it's like such a different take from like nearly every single person that plays it. It's kind of.
I would have still put it in the top 10, probably still in the top 5. So
like
it was
the thing
was from Teyla.
we even said in the video, like we were trying to think, we didn't like it as much to think that it would be first place. But maybe we're the exception here because 4 judges independently of each other came to the agreement that it should be put in first. They were all rated high. So we're like,
even if you disagree with one of the judges, that's still 3 of them agreeing on it.
Yeah, so maybe it's just our preferences. It's whatever it was. It's not bad. Definitely, I loved the way that the forest looks on the outside and stuff like that. It's just subtle parallax and layer 3 going on in there. It's really nice looking.
Yeah, that was all pretty much Maiden's work. Who is now part of my VLDC partner, who is now part of Quarantine. Speaking of,
we deviated a bit from the LP thing, but it made sense because we were talking about the LPs.
I did say how long was I going to go about derailing the topic.
That's fine.
And I came and I derailed the topic again.
Yeah, but so I do LPs on SA. Most of my stuff is VLP, video LP, but I also run screenshot LP currently of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. That has been going for over a year now.
Oh my!
You poor soul.
Yeah, and I already did the
first Danganronpa 3 just waiting.
Oh,
Maybe I've technically started pulling together some resources should I need to do it. But,
prepping.
But that was also because I wanted to see the character sprites. Yeah, that's fun. I like doing a screenshot LP. It's slower, but
I hate it.
I have a lot of control.
I don't think I'd have the patience for it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it takes a certain kind of person to do one.
I think, like, I've never finished an LP yet. I'm sitting on the final video of Hacks 101. I just have to make a thumbnail for it. I'm being lazy. But, I started an EO4 SSLP.
Etrian Odyssey 4, specifically.
Yes, Etrian Odyssey 4.
I'm just saying, because others might not know the acronym.
I spent 400 Canadian dollars on a 2DS with a capture card in it.
Oh my.
I was ready, going, recording, having a good time playing the game, having a fine time getting the screenshots, and then all the text writing, and I'm just like sitting there typing up the updates. I'm like, I hate every second of this.
Oof.
Video LPs, I like sitting and recording the game. I'm fine doing commentary over it. It's just, you wouldn't think it because I'm a programmer, but I don't like typing them up. So it might have been the format I chose, I don't know, but I dropped EO4 because I couldn't stand working on it anymore, and I feel really bad about it because, like, it was one of those ones, how everyone who's done an Etrian Odyssey Let's Play on the Something Awful forums has gotten character submissions because for whatever reason, audience interaction is one of the most important things on a Something Awful Let's Play. And then they write the characters as they go, and I thought, this is basically 12-year-old role-playing, I should be able to do this fine, and I hated it. I figured, I've done this before, I can do it, and I couldn't. And if I were to tackle it again, I would just do a straight, probably more boring, but straightforward playthrough of the game, just taking screenshots and commenting on the enemies and the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, doing a screenshot Let's Play of a game I really liked drained all the fun out of it for me.
Yeah,
now,
sometimes you discover that it's not as fun like that.
Video editing is really fun to me. Talking about, let's segueing into what's fun. DK64 is my favorite project I've done.
That was so much fun.
Puzzles in the caves.
No, we did, a friend of ours did a Donkey Kong mega thread, LP mega thread, and the very final video that we put up into the thread was done by Ty, myself, and another friend of ours of DK64. He had refused to do any LP stuff for DK64 because it's not a good game, and also long as hell. So we put out a 40-minute video cut down from the 2-hour session, in which we quote unquote played the whole game in one setting, or in one sitting, I should say, not setting, and made it look like found footage.
Oh my god.
And the best part is, it's unintentionally terrible footage, because I somehow managed to record at 9 frames per second.
You recorded it at half frame rate, and DK64 runs at 20 frames.
Oh, geez.
Well, no, because I was recording at full frame rate, but my video came up at half frame rate for some reason. And I'm like, well, I'm not re-recording this.
No.
So I'll just use the footage.
The Blair Kong
and
project.
I added all these like broken VHS glitchy video effects, random jump cuts through the video.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Dude.
I should have added some whole Microsoft Windows Movie Maker wipe transition effects.
But that was my because I applied for the LPR position when it was up.
Me too.
DK64 was my only non-stream project that was in my quote-unquote portfolio.
Oh, no. I guess Coopster wasn't a big fan of that.
I don't think anyone actually watched it because the view count didn't go up.
I'm putting the image that I made. I love making images for videos. I'm putting the image I made into the podcast Discord PM so you can see. And also
recovered footage from the one war crime Artix doesn't want you to see. Parts censored.
The whole thread title was something like what was it? Donkey Kong is a war criminal. The DK mega thread.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because
there was this overarching Donkey Kong is a war criminal thing from something that we found on the DK wiki or whatever about the Great Ape War, and so we came up with this
Donkey Kong
narrative
timeline continuity.
Yeah, it was really fun. But yeah, I'll put that image into thing because now I have Premiere and I can do video editing.
Premiere is what I use for the DK64 video.
Yeah.
And that was, like, even though it took me a while, that was really fun. Just sit down and edit the video and see what I could come up with.
Yeah.
So
we have a lot of fun doing LP stuff a lot of times. Now that I have Premiere, hopefully my video quality can be even better because Avisynth hates images. It hates still images. It's so dumb.
We almost had a Metroid Prime 2 episode that was a podcast. Because
we did have
lost
one
all
that was
the
a
footage.
podcast. It was.
But you were going to have cycling images, and you ended up not, because Avisynth hates images.
I had to do that one in Windows Movie Maker, by the way.
Oh my god.
All my precious art, nobody got to see all of it.
I posted the rest of it in the thread, but
I'm so mad. There's people who only watched it on YouTube.
I know.
Rest in peace, Windows Movie Maker. No longer included.
The half light world, half dark world car.
That's the one that went into the thing.
Yep.
It's a good time, man. We have a lot of fun with LPs.
Mm-hmm.
Faye nearly died on spaghetti. She nearly choked to death on spaghetti. mid-recording.
Excuse me.
She was eating a big bowl of spaghetti middle of the recording, and she nearly choked on it because she was laughing too hard. Anyway, we've been talking about ourselves a whole bunch. Ivy, what about you? I know you do LP.
Yeah,
I've seen your thread.
I've played like 2 games on YouTube. One of which was, I don't know, like the 10 hours of content. The end is nigh. That was fun, but it was like introduced me to the very tedious concept of video editing and trimming. I don't know how people like Raukau can do that all the time. I mean, it's his full-time job, so it makes sense, but still, it's nuts. So it's a time-consuming task. But it was a fun game, though.
The trick is to play so well you don't need to cut your videos.
Exactly, that's what I do with Isaac. I do uncut footage and people watch 50 minutes of it, and it all works out nicely.
Well, are you playing well, or are you just
I am
surviving
playing well.
Blue
And
Baby?
if I play poorly,
Okay.
then I edit that into like a sped up portion. I'm like, alright, nobody's
He's doing Road to 3 million%.
Yeah, 1 million%.
Oh my god, why would you do that?
Not 3. I already copied one save file, and I'm going to
okay.
finish this one, and it will be 3 million%, but one save file wasn't real, so...
Road to 1 million.
Yep. It's quite the endeavor.
How's that going? I haven't watched in a long time.
Yeah, it's coming along swimmingly. I don't know if you guys know about the Keeper in Isaac, which is a secret character that's almost impossible to use. So I've been working my way through that. Like, basically the hardest character in the game, consensus.
Yeah, I've tried to do Lost runs, and I've tried to do Keeper runs. I've gotten consistently further with the Lost.
Lost is so fun with the Holy Mantle. I love him.
Yeah.
Let me say I've never gotten past the caves with the Keeper.
Ooh, yeah. In green mode, it's fine. He can eat the money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's good times.
The only thing I have to do on Lost now is Ultra Greedier. Which, no.
Oh.
That's the only thing preventing me from unlocking the Godhead.
I think I just got like a Steam sale, and then I was like, alright, broke the game. And that was that.
Get the remote and infinite batteries on another character and just sit there and refresh yourself until you're the Lost,
Yeah, true,
and then
but
you go touch the
you
chest.
still have to fight. Oh, true, yeah. If you bring it with you. That's very, very clever. But yeah,
Are you thinking you're going to do any other LP stuff?
I think I'll move on to another game at some point, but also I have like streams for Super Mario World Central, just with like just some Super Mario World stuff and things. I did do the regular video formats, and then I moved on to streams because those are a little bit more interactive and stuff, so look forward to some more of those. There was one in October, and that was fun. And then viewership died down when I started playing Mario vs. Rabbids, so I guess people aren't as diehard fans of that game.
I don't know, I
had a pretty good
it
time.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leod was there. Shout out to Leod for sticking around.
That was the SMWC stream, right?
Yeah.
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 Are we going to be
The
doing
one-
more Terraria next time?
Yeah, how about that? How about that? Like 5 minutes of Terraria at the end.
Yeah, 30 minutes of Terraria is literally nothing from the Terraria times.
We could do Terraria from the beginning now that it's all set up.
Yeah,
We could
true.
Start with that. Lead for Terraria.
We should also
See,
just play
see
it
what people
again.
think.
Next podcast, we'll just play Terraria and talk over
We
it.
I've
actually
already
did
said that we can't do
formulate
that.
but we
We've
can't.
Damn it.
considered that.
Because my
but
mouse
it would
is
be kind of
clicky.
noisy.
And it would be distracting. My
We
keyboard sounds like...
just record it. Just, no,
Like,
but I'm just saying, record it as an
If
LP.
Ivy plays like
Oh no!
a non-auto swing weapon, you'll just see Ivy clicking the whole time.
Oh, God. Yeah. It's just like...
FP, you're trying to get everyone to record LPs with you.
No, damn it.
I could use a guest boy on my...
If I have a
or
better mic,
something.
I'll record an LP with a better mic. I'll do it.
I mean, just do it as a stream. Streams are super
I'm
casual,
half
it doesn't really
tempted to
matter.
ask like Raukau to guest with me for an Isaac episode, because he's played that game. He's never mentioned it in Let's Plays, though. It could be interesting.
Probably because it's a little beyond his normal audience.
Yep, it'd be unique, that's for sure.
No. All you gotta do is go on the Talk House.
I already pay him
and say,
$3 a month, so you know.
No. Hey, who wants to record an Isaac race? Boom.
Yeah, exactly.
If we actually make it to 10 episodes, we could always get Rauk on to the 10th episode.
Yeah,
That's
anniversary of the podcast.
Anniversary. Yeah.
Just like 10 episodes, we made it to double digits. That's worth
Yas.
celebrating.
I need to stop saying yas. Could someone like reprimand me when I do?
I'm gonna punch you.
Virtually.
Oh no.
I don't know how I'll punch a ghost, but I'll punch you. anything else we want to say on the topic of LP and things like that? I enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to doing...
I watched Game Grumps once.
We should play, like, GeoGuessr.
No.
Wait, I want to hear what Impetus is saying.
Down the Sandcastle.
I'll do my idea last.
Yeah, I watched Game Grumps once.
Oh, yeah. That's Impetus' experience with Let's Plays.
Yeah,
Was it with Jonathan Tronathan?
Yeah, originally that's how I watched it.
Yeah,
but I also
Was it
watched some of the
Sonic
new ones
06?
as well.
Those were simpler times.
Yeah, when not everyone on the internet was racist.
Yeah,
Jonathan Tronathan accused of being racist on me.
When it was okay to watch John Tron videos, and now I can't watch them because now he's a bad person.
I still watch them. But it's okay, because I have ad block on YouTube, so I don't
True.
support anyone I watch.
That's a lot of damage!
True. I mean, I guess if you block the ad...
And if I do support someone, like, I watch Raocow on mobile, so he gets ad revenue.
I feel like if I watch him...
I don't watch anyone's ads. If I'm going to support someone, I'm going to pay them money.
I give him both ads and PayPal, and by PayPal I mean Patreon, and that's the way to live there.
I'm subscribed to one person on Twitch for the emotes, using my... free hashtag Twitch Prime.
Twitch Prime, baby.
Yeah.
Get some freaking lion demon 1 in here, and it doesn't work.
Is it face so that you can get ye?
Lion nice.
God, I hate that, like, freaking 3/4 angle where you could see his bald head and that strange smile. Oh, it's haunting.
Yeah, I mean, the only Let's Play that I think I've watched the entirety of is the Sonic 06 Let's Play. Which is obviously the most infamous
I've
one.
watched 3 Sonic 06 LPs to the end at this point.
I watched James
watched one.
Yeah, no, I've watched some of the newer Game Grumps as well, because I watched the CDI Zelda Let's Plays.
Oh, man.
Which are objectively the best Zelda games, I think you'll find.
They played that on Game Grumps.
Yeah, they're the best Zelda games. And they did voice acting before Breath of the Wild did, so take that, Nintendo.
Wow.
I still can't believe they abandoned Mario Odyssey in favor of Sonic Forces.
I can.
I mean, it's easy to believe on second thought, but like...
You know how many people intentionally watch Egoraptor just shit on Sonic games because he never likes any of them?
Is Sonic Forces really that bad? It looks decent.
Sonic Forces is okay.
Yeah,
the way I describe it is the most aggressively Sonic the Hedgehog game I've ever played.
Is it better than Sonic Mania or worse than Sonic Mania?
Sonic Mania is great, apparently.
Oh, it's way worse than Sonic Mania.
You can't compare it because it's 2D.
I would argue Forces is still better than Sonic Adventure, which puts it above half of the franchise.
That's what I thought.
What about
right?
Sonic Rush Adventure?
It looks like at least as good as Generations, but maybe I'm wrong.
Did the Rush games are like my childhood, because I only played Nintendo DS games as a kid.
I put Generations pretty high up there for me.
Me too.
I'd argue Forces is slightly worse than Unleashed day stages and better than Unleashed as a whole.
I want to hope that the fact that basically indie fan game Sonic is more successful than a main series Sonic Team Sonic game. It'd be like a wake up call, not just to Sega, but to all games companies.
I think it's more
wishful thinking.
I think it's more to Sega because Sonic Team for Forces development seemed to have fielded a bunch of people who were new to the company for it. Like this was their new Super Mario Bros. 2, if that makes sense.
Oh man. What, they just stole another game and resprited it entirely?
No. New Super Mario Bros. 2 has been known to be... It was kind of a
new
training
Super
ground
Mario
for
Bros.
new
2.
designers.
I really like that game, to be honest.
But it's not as good as the other NSMB games.
That's fair.
And that's because Nintendo had a bunch of younger developers on it to train them how to work in their environment. And that seems to be like what Sega did with Sonic Forces, but they also probably want to bring in new blood to the series, which is always important.
Sonic Mania
they ended up with a really Sonic Colors feeling game that isn't nowhere near as good as Sonic Colors to some people. I don't like Sonic Colors that much, so it's about on par with Sonic Colors to me.
I mean, is the OC creator character fun to play or not? 'Cause that's like the deal breaker.
the OC character is super fun to play. Classic Sonic is the weakest part of Forces.
Rest in
So
peace.
they finally managed to make an alternate character mode that's actually fun to play.
Because you're
It's
basically
taken
Sonic
them-
with a grappling hook.
It's taken them this many games, and they've finally done it. They've finally given an
You're
alternate playable character that's fun to play.
Hey, Gamma was fun.
No,
That
he
is
wasn't.
true. I love Gamma.
Shut up.
Eggman was fun. Tails and Gamma sucked. But basically they took Sonic Boom Sonic, said make your OC and it plays like Sonic Boom Sonic, but it's way better than Sonic Boom. Like, so
Nice.
much better.
Great.
Thank fuck.
Apparently the
They do.
Sonic Boom cartoon is nice.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Isn't Sonic Boom just Werehog stages for the entire game, but worse?
No.
Like, didn't-
It's also got mock speed sections.
Oh,
And a
no.
bounce pad. Oh, look, a bounce pad. Bounce pad. Boost pad. Fuck Sonic Boom.
At least you can just jump
And
over
on
the
that
entire
note,
game.
on that note, that positive note, maybe we should start wrapping up.
I'm sorry, I always do this to things.
Dude, I'm ready for 2024 when the angry video game nerd can review Sonic Boom as he has with Sonic 06. So looking forward to that.
I thought you were going to say wait till 2024 when we have podcasts that run for 5 hours.
Oh yeah, and we'll have like 3 million views.
Mid-podcast, we each just get up and cook
You're
dinner.
very optimistic.
There'll be like 12 people on the podcast every episode.
Yo,
people.
Dinner Cam podcast, let's
That
go.
doesn't work for a
From
podcast.
our World Central News podcast.
Let's
Throwback.
play FP Cook's Dinner.
Steak ASMR.
Munch
In
Crunch.
2024, SMW Central, you can no longer just download resources. You have to pay microtransactions to get loot boxes, which have random resources
Nintendo
from the
can't
internet.
That's
Strike us down.
And we're going to be
because
doing
we're
doing
gods.
unboxing videos of Super Mario World Central loot.
that's
So
not
he-
SMWC. That's gonna be Nightfall 2.
No, that's Maggle 5.
Ah!
Go find
Maggle 5 or Maggle X5?
Megal
Yes.
X23. They've gotten so big that they're releasing 3 a year, and Raukow's just eternally trapped in
Oh,
Megal
God.
X.
That poor man. Anyway, I think we're about done here.
Mm-hmm.
Any final comments before we ship this one?
I'm still doing the Pokemon giveaway, so express interest. Thanks. It's a Marshadow, and he can be yours for the low price of $0
Yeah, DM me if you
Oh
want to
man,
buy
that's
a
20
better mine.
cents Canadian.
Can't believe Canadian dollars are infinitely less valuable than American.
Oh, it's the import fee. My last words.
Oh, rest in
Fuck
peace
the
in
ice
advance.
sub. No.
Any final
Fuck
words?
the
Last meal.
fuck.
Ivy, shut up!
Fuck the ice sub-level and staff invasion.
Oh yeah, that was not fun.
That's my final
Rest
words.
in peace.
And with that, everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I was about to say, but that's all
Congratulations on making it to the end of the podcast.
If,
I'm
Yeah.
sorry I ruined it.
if you actually
Nah.
sat and stared at this graphic for the whole freaking 80
Hey,
minutes.
No,
it changed
they got-
one time exactly.
Yeah.
I put up a different image too. Just slapped it right on top. Maybe I tilted it.
I mean,
don't know.
eventually
Let's
we're
see
gonna
what I do with the
eventually we're
magic
gonna
of
have like
post-process.
voices, right?
Hobbs, if you're watching, thanks for watching the whole way, and thanks for watching it all. And Impetus will get a new mic soon, so, you know.
Soon.
And now he can talk about his favorite personalities.
Yep, exactly.
Anyway, I think we're getting out of here. So thank you for listening, and we will see you again next
Thanks for
time.
listening.
Bye. See you in 2 weeks.